Welcome to the Den of Tools. Hi, guys and gals, it's Red, your friendly neighborhood tool bear, back again here in the Den of Tools. And today, as you saw by the preview there, you know we're talking about new Milwaukee's M12 line of heated jackets, specifically the women's, but most of this stuff is going to apply to all of them. And we've got the secret sauce, the stuff that no one is telling you about these jackets, and why they're not talking about these features is beyond me, because these are some of the coolest reasons to have these jackets, pun included. All right, so let's jump into it. Let's show you some more with the missus wearing the jacket. Then we're going to put it on the bench there, take a look at it, and then I'll be back to tell you some more information about it. Merry Christmas.
Thank you. Ooh, I like the sleeves.
What do you like about the sleeves?
I like the little thumb loop.
Yeah.
And it's nice because then you won't get a breeze at my sleeve. Ooh, goes up kind of high. Very good.
Should just be able to press and hold to turn it on.
Yep. It's on.
It is? You just can't see it because of the sun?
Yep. Double check.
All right.
I like the pockets too.
The one thing I was surprised to find out is there's no heating zone on the front, like there's no chest heating zone.
Yeah.
There's a men's jacket version that does have that, but I don't think any of the women's versions have that.
I can definitely feel my pockets right away.
Okay, can you turn around? Let's see what it looks like from all the different angles. It's definitely something that's built for comfort rather than style.
Although, I have to say, compared to other jackets I've worn, it's nicely fitted right here.
Yeah.
Because this is a women's version, correct?
Yeah, it's cut differently.
So that's really nice, because I'm used to wearing your jacket. Because I'm cold a lot.
All right. Back on the desktop here with the M12 jacket. This is the missus again. There you go. There you can see all the information, warning about heating, blah, blah. They do warn you about wearing it when wet, as it's possible to get a shock. I think that, you know, having looked at this, what they're really talking about is just, it's a CYA for them. It's a 12 volt. You're not going to, I don't know how much of a shock you could possibly get from it, but it is washable, but make sure you take the battery out when you wash it. Not just the battery, everything. And we're going to talk about that here in a second. Now, this is a standard jacket. We talked about this before. It's the press and hold. It turns on, press and hold for the pockets. Again, on the ladies, this is the back and the front pockets. On the men's, I think it's the front and back. I'm not sure. And then you can cycle through to the different colors, and you can do the same thing over here. And as you see, you can have different colors on each one. Press and hold either of these. You can do it both or independently. It turns them off. Just so you know, as I said, we're going to show you some of the behind-the-scenes things people don't talk about for some reason. That's the size of the controller. It's about that thick. The wire's coming down from the bottom. I would try not to grab it here when picking it up, because that's just going to reduce wear and tear, make this control feature last longer. But it feels pretty robust and should last a good long time. Now, the front pockets, they're down here on the lower right, lower left. Here's your little Milwaukee logo and stuff. Nice zippers, easy to open, good room, plenty of room in here. You can fit lots of stuff in there. And those are the parts that are heated when you turn that on. You got one on the right, one on the left. Now, let's get back to where this. Oh, also I should point out, this is one of the parts, and this is the reason one of the reasons I got her this version is she loves these little thumb holes. This is a big deal for her. She gets tickled about, you know, the little things. This is the pocket on the back, and this is going to be like your lower left hip kind of area. So this zipper. Now, one thing we didn't notice at first is, you see how the stitching is right here. Is when you open this, it likes to stop right there and feels like that's as far as this pocket opens. And it's a real pain in the fuzzy backside, because you got to get in there and fish this thing out. But the reality is, if you hold it just right and you give it a little wiggle, it actually goes all the way. And now you have a nice, easy to open pocket. Look at that. So what you've got here is you've got one big pocket where you can put cables and other stuff. And this goes pretty far into the jacket. That's a decent sized pocket back there. Now be careful, if you put anything in there, that's your backside, you're going to sit on it. And then inside you got this little mesh holster pocket here for holding this, and this is the secret sauce of the jacket. All right, and this is the Milwaukee M12 mobile adapter charger. And we're going to talk about this more in just a second because this is a lot more than meets the eye. So, we're in here, and we got that little pocket here. And there's, you see a little pass-through where it goes into the inside. Now, note what that looks like. That's going to be important in just a second. Now, this jacket has one more pocket in it, and it's inside right here. There's another zippered pocket right there. Easy to put a cell phone or something in. There's my cell phone. I can grab it. It's a G6 from Motorola. Nothing special, but fits in there easily. Zips it up. It's got plenty of room to move around. It's nice and fine. Now, what would be nice is if they had a little hole here, because I'm going to tell you why. Leave it unzipped a little bit so you can run a cable in it. Why would you want to run a cable, you say? Well, here's another one of the features that I don't know why. People talk about these jackets a lot right now because it's cold, and these things are awesome. Don't even try to get between my wife and this jacket because she will bite you in the face. And that's not figuratively speaking. On the inside, well, first of all, women are going to like this. There's a drawstring right here at the waist. So you can tighten this up, cinch it up, and you're going to be completely immune to the cold at that point. The one thing she did complain about is now her legs feel cold because they don't have heated pants. You just can't please some people. So this port, that's the same looking as the other one. And if we go over here, we go back to the back, and we grab this port, and we feel where that port is. It's right there. That's my hand. That port is right there. In fact, if I take... Now, I wouldn't only do this with a blunt implement. I wouldn't do it with anything else. Because you might rip the inside. But if you carefully insert it into that little port back there, and you come back here, and you can feel that in there, and I come over here, that's a pass-through. Why do you need a pass-through? For one of these. So you can pass through to your USB. This goes into your pocket, into your phone, and this part goes through here to the back to this. To that, actually. And that's what we're going to talk about. So you can charge other, mobile devices. You can charge your phone. You can charge whatever you want. As long as it takes USB, you can charge whatever you like through there while you're all warm and toasty. Now, granted, it's going to reduce the amount of time that you can stay warm and toasty. You got a 2 amp hour battery. What are you going to do if, that runs out? Well, I have here a 4 amp hour battery. And as you notice, it fits just fine. Come in here. This is the bottom panel. We haven't shown you this. That's the charge indicator. That's the button for the charge indicator. That's the secret right there. There's the charge indicator. And the real secret is, you see these? If you notice, if you have any Milwaukee chargers, you'll notice those are the same icons you get on a charger. Why do we have red and why do we have green charger indicators here? Because this isn't just to get power from this to something else. This is a charger right here. You open up this, and now instead of taking power out, if you turn it the right way, why they don't make this USB-C, I don't know. Now you can put power in. And if you plug that in, let me see if I can find an open port on my computer here. It's not easy to get to, but I'll try and do it. Come here. Come on. Give it up. There we go. We plug that in, and now you can see we got a charging light on this, and I can charge this battery or any other M12 device with that. Here's the other thing. Let's say you've got a device that takes 12 volt power. All you need is the right barrel size or barrel adapter, and you can use this as an external power source for anything that's 12 volt. Want to power your kids' Power Wheels or something else like that? It's 12 volt. Here you go. That's it right there. You can run all sorts of test stuff. You got some automotive electronics that you want to test out on the workbench. Here's your 12 volt power supply. and it's easy to get a barrel plug that'll plug in there, come out to wires, you get to raw leads, instead of trying to splice into USB on a lot of things, or build little bayonets that will go in there and take the power off of that. You have this, and you can charge with it as well. You can also see your indication. This is the secret sauce. Now, can you put this in the jacket like this and get the 4 amp hours of time with it? Yes, you can. You can't fit it in the little slot. It won't really zip close well. You can try and do it, but I'm worried about ripping the jacket. You can lay it down in the back. It's not comfortable. It's much heavier, and at this point you start noticing it. When it's just this one, you don't really notice it so much, apparently. This is all feedback from the missus, of course. But anyway, this does sell. You can buy this part by itself. Get that off of there. And you don't have to use a third party. You can use a standard Milwaukee, whatever makes you feel happy. But you can buy this on Milwaukee. The one thing I will say is make sure if you're buying one of these jackets that you're getting one that has the newer adapter. There's an older one where this is slotted off to the side, and it doesn't have, I don't believe it has the charging feature built into it. Well, there you go. There you have it. As you can see, the really cool thing, heated jackets have been out for a while, but the really cool thing is the fact that you get to use the M12 system with it, which means you're not just dealing with some off-brand battery that's going to die at some point and you're just going to have a dead jacket. You know, you can use these batteries with all sorts of stuff. The only real downside is that the missus is going to be rooting through your shop trying to steal all your batteries. So you best hide them or lock them in a cabinet or something. Anyway, I think the really fun feature is that power adapter. We're going to talk about that more in here just a minute. But let's go through it again. We did cover it some when it was on the bench, but I just wanted to show you real quick. The front heated zones there are in the pockets. Now it's showing something heat-wise coming down the sleeves, but she hasn't reported to me that there's any heat there. Maybe there is. Maybe we just missed it. And then on the upper back and the upper collar, that's something we didn't mention before, and we should have. And right down there in the lower part there, you can see the zipper we were talking about. It says it goes halfway across the jacket. It's actually a lot bigger pocket than it looks like at first. Remember, you got to get past that seam halfway across. You just make sure you pinch it and hold it. As I said, the zipper's a little more delicate than the other zippers on the jacket. And, you can get it with the base model, which is we got, which comes with just the adapter kit, which is really a charger, and they don't tell you about that. Or you can get the combo kit, which comes with an M12 battery and their charging cable. You don't get a charger. Like if you're expecting to get your standard M12 desktop, benchtop kind of charger, you're not going to get that. You're going to get I think it's a 2.1 or whatever, the 2 dot whatever power series that you get in USB chargers, which is faster than most, but not as fast as you're going to get on a rapid charger or something like that. But considering you're going to be fairly mobile with this, that's not a bad thing to get. Of course, you can get your own probably for cheaper than Milwaukee's going to give it to you. And as I said, you get a free battery with this, and we're going to talk about that more in just a second. There's, out in the cold, she looks completely miserable. Man, she looks like she's an axe murderer who's toasty warm and about to kill you with her skill saw. Anyway, one thing I do want to cover is the sizing chart. Now, if you're buying this for a significant other, you need to take into account. Now, I learned this lesson a long time ago. I'm an old married bear, so I learned this lesson the hard way back when. If you're going to buy this for the missus or someone else in your life, you need to order it by the largest part. If her hips are the biggest part, that you want to go down to the hips and find the largest measurement and go by that. If it's the waist, and and if you're lucky enough, if it's the upper portion, make sure it fits there, because there's that cinch cord, you can cinch the other parts, but if it doesn't fit at the largest area around, you get the picture what the bear's talking about. Anyway, let's talk about how to order it. Lots of places have this. Where I ordered it from is not probably the place I'm going to recommend. You probably see my video on that. So let's talk about someone else. Let's talk about maybe Acme Tools. All right, we're over here at Acme. We talked about them on places to order online the other day. And they've got a fairly decent reputation from what I've heard. If we go through there, they got lots and lots of these M12 jackets. Be careful what you're looking at, whether it's if you see a price like this up near 200, it's probably the combo unit, or you got to look and see, like, here you go, jacket with M12 or jacket only. So let's say we we go and we find it. And here's the one that we got for the missus, $159. That's about what I paid for mine. Check and make sure, in this case, I wanted the jacket only because I already had M12 chargers and I was getting a free battery. I already had M12 batteries, as you've seen. So we add it to cart. Boom. It's in cart. Now, there is a promotional code. I don't know if it's here. We're going to try it right now, kind of almost live here. 159 MILW today. And this promotion code, if it works, expires today. Let's see if it works. Look at that. 25 bucks off right there. The bear saves you money. This promotion code ends today. If you're watching this after the 16th, I'm sorry about your luck. Maybe there's another one. Go check on Acme. Maybe they're running some other kind of deal. But if you order today, and I'm going to put a link down below directly to the whole thing with not this jacket specifically, but all the Milwaukee jackets, because this is a Milwaukee discount. So not only are you going to get $25 off, then you can go over to Milwaukee's website. Oh, come down here. You click on other purchases. And we come over here. There we go. Buy the jacket. M12. There you go. You buy any M12 heated gear and you get a free 2.amp-hour battery pack, which is exactly the one I showed you. So think about this. For $140? For $140 with free ground shipping, we got you a sweetheart deal here. You get an M12 jacket, you get a free battery, you get an M12 charger, portable charger that can charge via USB, and you can also use it for other projects and stuff. Now, I'm going to give you a pro tip here. Don't take it out of your wife's jacket without her permission first, because if you run off with her charging unit and she goes out for the evening or something, or goes walking in the morning, and she can't turn on her little heated goodness that she's been looking forward to, yeah, you're going to be sleeping probably in the car. All right. Anyway, there you go. That's all we have for you today. Be sure to stop by and check us out this Sunday for Tool Talk Live with Jeff and the Missus and the Cubs and the Labradog and everybody else. We hope to see you there, 6 p.m. Pacific. You have a great time. Don't forget to chomp the old like button. It's right down there. Just give it a big old chomp. YouTube likes it when you do that. They give you cash and prizes or not. Okay, maybe no cash and prizes, but we like it and it really helps the channel. It's a great way to support the channel. Anyway, that's all we got for you. You take care. God bless. And as always, shine on.